1,100 pairs of Jordans. It just gives me street cred. All the people that know in the sneaker world, like, yo, you in the air? You know, I'm in the story about the god of all shoes.
It felt really easy working with Ben in this way. You know, he's a phenomenal director, but that I already knew just from watching his other movies.
Through the course of researching, exposed to, hey, other people that played such pivotal roles in this, and I got to bring in my favorite, like these people who I admire, brilliant Chris, Marlon, Viola, to help build that story.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Chris. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.
Hello,
Hey,
Eddie.
how are you?
Hey.
I'm doing well. Let's jump right in. Air was such a fun ride from start to finish.
I need the greatest basketball shoe that's ever been made.
What's the plan? We build a shoe line around just him. For a rookie who's never set foot on an NBA court.
That's the literal definition of rookie, yeah.
Every once in a while, someone comes along that's so extraordinary that it forces change because they are so very special.
A shoe is just a shoe.
Until my son steps into it.
Ben, what piece of the Nike Jordan courtship were you most excited to explore in this film?
What I really loved was that you think this story is about one protagonist, you know, trying to get something done, and that's going to be the figure that is the central driving force of the movie, and then it changes. It's somebody who when I even went into developing it, didn't expect. And I love that, and I love that Viola Davis is there, somebody who I've always dreamed of working with, and then I got, through the course of researching, exposed to, hey, other people that played such pivotal roles in this, and then I got to bring in my favorite, like these people who I admire, brilliant Chris, Marlon, Viola, to help build that story.
You made me believe, man. You started the Dapper Dan tournament. You got them all there, the greatest high school players in the country. That don't matter about what Phil is thinking or anybody's thinking. All that matters is how much do you believe? I believe in you.
You know, I was actually expecting you to try to talk me out of it.
You weren't gonna listen anyway. But if you get fired, I got a one-bedroom apartment. I ain't got no more room for nobody. I'm sorry.
If you were the CEO of a shoe company, what young star would you want to pull in to build the brand around? Doesn't have to be a basketball player. Chris, I'll start with you, and then Ben.
What young star? I think it might be Ben Affleck. I'm gonna bring him.
They say young. You're young.
We're still young, man. We're still
You look
young.
young. You look a little young.
Maybe his son, Sam. He's really smart kid. So somebody, yeah. Oh, my son,
That's
Destin.
right.
So yeah, for sure.
There you go. Ben, I thought I'd get you to say a Celtics guy, but it's okay.
They already have shoe deals. You know what I'm saying? They're not
a lot
missing
of them
the
do.
Celtics.
You're right.
Not like Jason Tatum doesn't have a shoe contract. You know what I mean?
That's true. Very true. This movie takes place in 1984. Ben, I know what you were doing in 84. You were working on the PBS educational program called The Voyage of the Mimi, which was required viewing for all sixth grade science students in my middle school. Anything you would tell 12-year-old Ben Affleck about his career now while he was freezing his butt off on the Mimi?
That was actually 85 and 86, but I will say that's from the set of that show. I found a picture of myself wearing the Air Jordan 1s. So that's how I was like, oh, I did have those shoes. And I could prove that. But, you know, it was good. I don't know what I would tell young Ben Affleck, except that to expect a lot of complaints from people who had to watch the show in their sixth grade science class, and don't take it personally.
Thank you guys so much for your time. Congratulations on Air.
Thank you.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Marlon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. How you doing? We all the M's. M Squad. Gang,
There we
gang.
go. Let's jump right in. Your movie Air references the 10 Nike principles quite often, one of them being it won't be pretty. Matt, was there anything that was particularly challenging while making this movie, or as Nike would put it, not pretty?
Well, my look at the end, my wife, when she saw it, she goes, I showed her the movie. She goes, that is great. You look terrible. Those were two declarative statements.
I'm willing to bet my career on Michael Jordan.
Come on, man.
You asked me what I do here. This is what I do. I find you players. Okay, it's risky. When you were selling sneakers out of the back of your Plymouth, that was risky. It took balls. I mean, that's why we're all here. Don't change that now. I mean, if you look at him, if you really look at Jordan, like I did, you're gonna see exactly what I see.
It went really smoothly. It was the first movie of our new company, and we had 33 days budgeted to shoot it, and we shot it in 24 days. We just were flying, and we weren't trying to either. It's like when you show up and there's a great actor working opposite you and you have like a 5-page scene, it doesn't take a full day to shoot that. For us, we were getting through them in like half a day. So suddenly we found ourselves like with nothing to do in the afternoon. So we just go do another 5-page scene. And so kind of as the days wore on, we were just completing the movie at a really, really rapid pace. And that really is fun because the crew starts to feel that. Like one of the places we went over budget was construction, because we actually had to have the construction crew working 24 hours a day to prepare the sets for us, because we were blasting through them so fast, and we were in danger of running out of things to shoot and having to just take a day off, which we didn't want to do. So we spent extra money keeping double shifts kind of going around the clock just to get ready for us, because we were hustling so much.
Yeah, you could feel that in the final product when I checked out the film. Marlon, I know from your YouTube channel that you're very knowledgeable on sneaker culture.
Yes.
What did it mean to you to be involved in a movie about the deal that changed the sneaker landscape forever?
I mean, everything to a sneakerhead. You know what I mean? It's like to be a part of that. Like I love Michael Jordan, but I don't want to be a part of Michael Jordan's story. But the Jordan shoe, for sure. Like I own 1,100 pairs of Jordans, and they're my favorite shoe all time. And so it was like, it just gives me street cred. All the people that know in the sneaker world, like, yo, you in Air? You know, I'm in the story about the shoe, the god of all shoes.
Awesome. Matt, your professional and personal relationship with Ben Affleck is so well documented. What did you learn about him in this first-time director-actor partnership?
Marlon and I have talked about this because he's done so many movies with his brothers. And you know, when you grow up with someone, it felt really easy working with Ben in this way. It was just another kind of creative problem solving kind of that we do when we write or when we're acting opposite each other. You know, we did high school theater going back to like 1986. So we've been working together for a really long time. So I wouldn't say there was anything that surprised me. I would say, you know, he's a phenomenal director, but that I already knew just from watching his other movies and having visited his sets before and watched him work. But I think everybody knows that about him. So that wasn't much of a surprise.
Well, I could tell you from the first time working with him, he smells amazing. Like when he whispers to you, do that thing, you're like, come here, say that again. His breath is fabulous. Great.
Hey, thank you guys so much for your time. Congratulations again on Air.
Thanks, Maddie.
Bye. Thank you, Maddie.
1984 has been a tough year. Our sales are down, our growth is down.
Sonny, I brought you in here to grow the basketball business.
People don't know what the hell a Nike is.
What's a Converse?
NBA All-Star shoe.
There's nothing cool about Nike.
You would have to have a pretty compelling pitch.
I can tell them the one thing the other companies can't compete with. Our basketball division is terrible.
I do not love it. This is where you come up with a brilliant idea that no one else can see. Let's hear it.
I got it. I found him.
Who's that? Jesus? Can't afford it.
I'm willing to bet my career on one guy. My name's Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
Do you typically make it a habit of showing up at people's front doors unannounced?
I don't like to take no for an answer.
Oh, man. Here we go.
You asked me what I do here. This is what I do. I find you players, and I feel it this time. Yeah, okay, it's risky. When you were selling sneakers out of the back of your Plymouth, that was risky. Don't change that now.
For a rookie
Yes.
who's never set foot on an NBA court.
That's the literal definition of rookie, yeah.
What's the plan?
We build a shoe line around just him. I need the greatest basketball shoe that's ever been made.
Who's the player?
Michael Jordan.
Your motor
You have our attention.
I believe in your son. I believe he's the future. And his story is gonna make us want to fly. But a shoe is just a shoe.
Until my son steps into it.
I'm willing to bet my career on Michael Jordan.
You got a name for it?
Air Jordan.
I don't know.
Seriously?
Maybe it'll grow on me.